Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense will get the first crack at it here. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity, so some challenges coming his way for sure.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Powers through. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Back to throw, it's Horn. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So Auburn's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first.
Oh, there's the ball. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. He cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab, it's Simmons. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. All out of space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Dropping back, it's Horn. Bringing the heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Made a defender miss. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off-play action on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Terry. Turning it on. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's Howard. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Breaks the tackle. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to keep the drive alive. Finds a little space. Flying out to the left. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Auburn. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Horn. Makes the catch. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on first down from the 30. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Hardy. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
29 Philly.
Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Got it set up on the outside. There he goes! Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation.
Going for it all. And they're not on the same page there.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week, too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easier.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that will be the final points of this first half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Lost to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Terry. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Back to throw time running short in the half. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab on the right. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half, I imagine. Turning on the Jets. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Complete. Racing down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
It's a seam wide open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Handoff to the lone back. Past the first down marker and still running. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll keep it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure coming. He's sacked. Tried to get away, but the defense tracked him down.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football.
There he goes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to run for it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Okay, ready?
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Around the edge, it's Hardy. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play and nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the move, it's Robinson. Got enough for the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The give to the lone running back. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn going to work with another first down. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll take a shot. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the...
Sneak gets it done. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by just 4 to USC. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Missouri wants to go fast. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Behind the chains now on second and long. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's loose. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Handoff to the lone back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, second and 8 coming up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Gonna swing it on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Running the red zone, it's Jones. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Plucks it out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they are in for the score here late in the fourth quarter. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.